gals, thank you so much for joining me today. So welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a tutorial on a brown smoky eye look. I think it's something that is an everyday look that you can pull off. You can throw on some fake eyelashes like I have on now and make it full out glam and date night. Or you can leave off the fake eyelashes and totally wear this look to work. I mean, it is totally an essential neutral smoky eye. And I didn't go full blown smoky like with the darkness all over my entire eyelid. I really like to kind of keep the inner eye really bright. So be sure to subscribe, click that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever I post new videos. Always leave me a comment, give me some feedback, let me know what you're thinking, if there's something that you want to see specifically, or if you think I stink, just totally, give me some feedback. I like hearing what you guys are saying. I like learning and totally improving on my content. So this is only like my 5th video, I think, using this setup, learning my editing software, getting more comfortable in front of the camera. One of my good friends, he told me, he was like, well, Jessy, you gotta have more personality when you do this. And I'm like, I have personality when I'm with people, but I'm sitting here looking at a camera lens. How can I have personality talking to myself in a room by myself and there's nobody to interact with? So that is definitely a learning curve for me. I'm an introvert. This whole coronavirus that's going around and the hype and the media explosion of it, I'm like, I have been practicing for this my whole life. Social exclusion is my jam. Like, I know how to stay away from people. So, anywho, let's get back to it. I'll stop rambling. So today I want to do something really quick, kind of fun, and just get this tutorial out to you. So again, I thank you guys for joining me and I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. So let's get to it. Okay, so to save time on this video, I did everything except for my eyes because really this is just an eye tutorial that I want to show you how to do a gorgeous browns and neutral smoky eye. All right, so here are the colors that I'll be using today. I already have primed my eyelids with my concealer, and then I used this color right here. This is Biscotti. I used that to set the concealer to prime my eyes. So that is kind of like why they're so bright. So after I do that, I then want to go in with a kind of sort of a fluffy brush. So this is my Sigma E25 brush. So we're going to start off with the next darker shade. This is a shade that I use a lot for my transition color. This color is Hazelnut. It's just a nice neutral taupey skin tone type color. And so what I'm doing with this color is I'm pretty much like contouring my eyelid. So like you do with your face or your nose or your jawline, you push back anything that you contour. And so I use this color to contour my eyelid and kind of give me a deep crease. I do have some wrinkly old eyelids, so whenever it looks like I'm really digging in with the brush, I promise I'm not. Use a really light hand whenever you're blending. Get closer to the end of your brush when you're being really precise on where you want color. But whenever you're blending, use the end of your brush and touch it very lightly. Don't just jab it and like start swirling around. But because I have extremely hooded eyelids and they're really wrinkly and they're like, oh, when I hit the lottery, I'm getting an eyelid lift, if there is such a thing. I'm sure there is. So, anywho. So I'm going to go in with my hazelnut color and I'm going to just add some product to the tip of the brush like this. And I always knock off the excess just because I don't want any fallout and I also don't want it to be like a whole lot in one area. So I always knock off the excess. I start from the outside in because I do want it to be darker on the outside than on the inside. And so I start from the outside and I kind of just press it right there on the outer corner of my eyelid, and then I sweep it into my crease. I sweep it back and forth like so. So I am coming all the way in to right here on my eyelid, and this is like in a natural shadow. It goes from here and it comes all the way down the nose. So I do come all the way in with this transition color. Like I said, this is like contouring your eyelid. All right, now I have that transition color in my crease. And now I'm going to move to a little bit more of a precise brush. This is my detailed blending brush, my Sigma E27, all right? So I am going to go into this color right here, and this color is Burnished Bronze. And I'm just going to pick up some product on the tip, again, knock off that excess, and I am going to come right into the center of the lid, and I am just going to tap this right into place, right in the center. So whenever you're like kind of looking at it, it's wherever your color of your eyeball is, right there in the center of that eyelid, right like that. I do find it helpful to look down to apply my eyeshadow than it is to look straight into a mirror and try to close an eye. If you're looking down, that helps kind of like flatten out your eyelid and give you the canvas that the flat surface that you need in order to apply products. So if you're looking in a bathroom mirror, it's kind of easy to like tip your head back and kind of like look down and apply. Or the best thing to do is to get a nice little like handheld mirror and do it like that with a handheld mirror. Like hold your mirror down and look down into it. Once I get that onto the center of my lid, I then like to take the mirror and kind of like look at it straight on, because eyeshadow can look great and all while your eyes are closed, but nobody cares what your eyeshadow looks like when your eyes are closed. What matters is what it looks like when your eyes are open. So I see all these makeup artists that are taking these pictures and they're showing their models with their eyes closed, and that's great and all, but that's like the only pictures that they'll show is the pictures with their eyes closed. And I'm like, well, what do they look like when they have their eyes open? Can you actually see the colors that's on their eyelid? So yes, I'm applying this kind of sort of with my eye closed, and so I want to open my eyes and look straight ahead to make sure that I can actually see that. So I have extremely hooded eyelids, so whenever I open up my eye, I can barely see that color. So now I know that I need to come up just a little bit with that color in order for you to be able to see it whenever my eyes are open. So I'm just going to come up just a smidgen right in the center of my lid. And so now that I've put that there, like whenever I open my eyes, now you can see that burnished bronze color. So there's that little tip. Okay, so once I get that color on, then I will find my fluffiest brush, which this brush is the Effortless Crease brush by It Cosmetics. I just love how soft and how fluffy it is. So now I'm gonna go in with this, and I'm just gonna swirl this around the edges of those colors that I put in right there. And this just kind of like buffs out any harsh lines. All right, so, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I like to say that makeup is totally an expression of yourself and you can apply makeup however you want. But I think the key to really good looking applied makeup is blending. You have got to blend. You got to blend out any harsh lines. Now, if it is a makeup look that you are going for that has harsh lines, by all means, go for it. But I like blended soft edges. Okay, so I'm gonna do that other eye. Now that I have both my eyes done with the, technically the third color, then I'm going to take that same brush that I used for that center burnished bronze color. I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna go into our darkest color, which this color is Espresso. So I'm going to pick some up on the very tip of my brush, and I'm going to walk my fingers up to the, closer to the end of the brush here, because I want to be very precise about where I place this really dark color. And I want to make an outside V to my outer lid. And so I want to extend this bottom lash line up. Like it naturally goes up, then I want to keep on extending it up. So you need to like kind of look in the mirror and tap to place that first little mark. And once you know where that mark is, you don't want to go past that. Anything past that is going to draw down your eyes and make your eyes just look kind of tired and droopy. So we don't want eyeshadow down here. So we're going to make this V right here. And then we're going to kind of fill it in right there on, say, like the outside third of our eye. So as you can see, I have a really harsh line right there that comes up. So what are we gonna do? Yes, we are going to go back with our fluffy brush and blend out those edges. And whenever you're blending, you are at the very end of your brush because you want a really light hand that you just want to swirl it around, do windshield wipers, and you just want to blend out that harsh edge. You just don't want that edge to be so dramatic. And doing this very light-handed with the brush and the tip of the bristles really blends out and smokes out that harsh line. So now you see I don't have such a harsh line anymore. So after I kind of like do that, then I want to bring the dark color in just a little bit more after looking at it from backed up. So I just took a little bit more and I placed it a little bit closer to the center. And then of course, go back in with your fluffy brush and blend out that edge where it meets that burnished bronze color. Again, at the end of your brush, swirl marks, windshield wipers. You can go fast, you can go slow. Whatever you need to do to buff out those lines because we don't want harsh lines. Okay. So in essence, it's almost like I am doing a Neapolitan ice cream on my eyelid. So I have my lighter color here, a medium color in the middle, and a dark color on the outside. And then we're just taking our fluffy brush and we're blending it all in. All right, if while doing your darker colors, you feel as though you took them too high and got too close to your eyebrows, then all we gotta do is go back in with your brush that you used to use the lightest color and set your primer. We're just going to go back into that really lightly, and we're going to come up here underneath of our eyebrow and kind of blend it down into those colors and fix that we took it too high. Only if you feel as though it's too high. You don't have to go that far. And then of course, always go back in with your fluffy brush and blend that out right where you applied that lighter color. So after I do my top lashes, I essentially do the exact same thing to my bottom lashes with the colors. So I'm going to take my Precise blend or detail blending brush. This is the brush that I used to do the dark color and the burnished bronze in the middle. So I'm just going to wipe it off a little bit. And if you have one of those little spongy things where you can swirl it around there and get that color off, that works too. But I'm not looking for a spotless clean brush. I just want to get off any of the excess dark color that might have still been on there. So I'm going to dip my brush in the very tip of it into the burnished bronze, and I'm going to use this brush to smoke out the bottom lash line. And so what I like to do with my bottom lash line is I like to take my mirror, either handheld or even in the bathroom, and I then look down with my head and look up with my eyeballs. And I come in here and I'm going as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm just blending this, I want to say 2/3 of the way over. I'm not going all the way to the tear duct, but I'm getting kind of close. And I kind of connect it right here where it meets my wing. After I do that color, then I'm going to take my angled brush and I'm going to dip it into the darkest color that we use, the Espresso. And I'm going to use this to really define the outside third of my bottom lash line. So I'm pressing this right inside of my lash line. I don't want to go below my lashes, or at least too far below my lashes, just because I don't want it to look like I have dark under eye circles, but I want it to look like I'm wearing eyeliner, even though I'm not wearing eyeliner. Okay, so once I get my bottom lash line done, then I like to go back into, take that concealer brush that you used with your lightest color, and I like to go back into that just to deposit a little bit of light color right here, just to brighten up that inner corner again. Just in case any of the dark colors made their way over into that inner lid. I like keeping the inner lid bright. It makes your eyes look like they're more open and more alert. Okay, so lastly, the only thing, there was something else. Okay, so I like to do one light coat of mascara before I put on my lashes. And right before I do my mascara, I like to put my eyelash glue onto my lashes and let them start getting tacky, because that is really key to putting on false lashes, is to getting your glue tacky. And because if your glue is too wet when you go to apply it to your lashes, then they're going to slide all over the place. You're going to get glue all over your eyelid, all over the eyeshadow that you just did. So it's always best to put that eyelash glue on there and then let them set and get tacky a little bit, and then apply them to your eye. So I am a lover of House of Lashes, and I just bought me some new ones. I haven't bought any new House of lashes since my wedding in 2018. And so these lashes are so gorgeous to me. I mean, I don't know. I love them. They're simply stunning. Okay, so I put glue onto my lashes. I'm letting them set up and get a little bit tacky before I try to apply them. But I first go in with a coat of mascara on both the bottom and the top lashes. Well, when it comes to the bottom lashes, I do more of like a touch and a tap, and then I smudge it just because I have long lashes on the bottom and they always touch my cheek. So if I put too much mascara on my bottom lash line, I instantly get little black dots of mascara under my eyes. All right, so now that I have my lashes on, I do like to go in with my darker brown with my angle brush, and I like to take a little bit right here in the inner corner of my eye just to make the appearance again that I have eyeliner on. And because I'm not wearing any eyeliner on the top, the band of the lashes appear as an eyeliner. So whenever I put the lashes on, then that band looks like eyeliner, and then it kind of just abruptly stops right where the lashes stop. So then I like to go in with either black or my dark brown, and I come in right here and I touch it right on the inside corner, right in that tear duct area, just to bring that darkness of that band of that fake lash in, to make it appear that I'm wearing eyeliner and I don't have fake eyelashes on, which obviously you can tell I have fake eyelashes on because these suckers are huge. Oh my goodness. I mean, they're bigger than what I usually wear. But you know what? I don't care. I love fake lashes. All right, so when you first get these things on, these suckers are like, you have wings on your eyelids. I mean, I can see them. I have spider legs just like right in the line of sight. I mean, it's so weird. Okay, moving on. I then take another coat of mascara and I just kind of like touch it to my lashes. Not so much the lashes, the fake lashes, but just onto my lashes. And I just want this to kind of meld my lashes into the fake ones. All right, so there you have it. I have a neutral brown smoky eye. I've got some big old fake lashes, and I did a little bit of contouring and bronzer. I am wearing Wineberry blush, and I can't even remember the color lipstick, but it was like last fall's limited edition. But you know, sorry, I don't remember the name of it. All right, ladies, there you have it. Be sure to comment below and give me some feedback on what you think of my video. Be sure to click that subscribe button and also the notification bell, so whenever I post new stuff that you are notified and you are the first to know whenever I have videos go live. And again, I just thank you so much for your support and encouragement, and I'm getting the hang of this. This is, I think, video number 5. I'm really excited to bring you guys new tutorials with different looks. I'm always looking for feedback, so be sure to let me know if there's something specific that you're wanting to learn. I am more than happy to show you guys how to do something.